Are you curious about which adventure bikes to avoid in 2025? Can a motorcycle with a legendary brand name let you down when it matters most? What if the bike you believed would take you on thrilling adventures turns out to be a misadventure? Join us as we delve into the details of these bikes, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights. Number 8. Suzuki V-Strom 800DE Adventure. Let's kick things off with the Suzuki V-Strom 800DE Adventure. This bike was supposed to be the next big thing with its 776cc parallel twin engine, offering about 83 horsepower and 78 Nm of torque, with an acceleration from 0 to 60 miles per hour is around 4.5 seconds, and a top speed close to 125 miles per hour. The bike uses a 6-speed manual transmission. However, it's heavier than expected, impacting its agility, and is being heavily criticized for its lack of off-road performance. Even the suspension setup is just not up to par, making it feel like a road bike trying too hard to be an adventurer. Despite its name, the V-Strom 800DE Adventure has less ground clearance compared to its predecessors, which can be a deal-breaker for serious off-road enthusiasts. Originally priced at around $10,000, this bike comes with a Suzuki Intelligent Ride System, which sounds fancy, but does it really make up for the bike's shortfalls on rough terrain? Not really. Now, did you know that despite its adventurous name, the V-Strom series actually began as a road-focused motorcycle when it was launched in 2002? Initially, Suzuki designed the V-Strom to cater to riders seeking a versatile touring experience, incorporating elements of dual sport styling without fully committing to off-road capabilities. It wasn't until later models that Suzuki shifted its focus to enhancing the bike's off-road performance, making the current critiques of the 800DE model even more ironic, given its roots as a primarily road-oriented bike. Moving on from the Suzuki V-Strom 800DE Adventure, let's look at another bike that didn't quite meet the expectations. Number 7. BMW F800 GS. The 2025 BMW F800 GS, listed at approximately $12,000, features an upgraded 895cc parallel twin engine, a step up from its previous 853cc version, now delivering 87 horsepower at 6,750 RPM and 67 pounds-per-foot of torque at the same RPM. This upgrade aims to enhance performance, achieving 0 to 60 miles per hour in around 3.8 seconds, and a top speed exceeding 120 miles per hour. The motorcycle is equipped with a 6-speed transmission, maintaining its reputation for smooth gear changes, but it introduces a new twist with an all-wheel drive system designed for light off-road capabilities, which is somewhat unusual for bikes in this class. However, this year's model has seen a slight decline in fuel efficiency compared to its predecessors, which might be a consideration for long-distance riders. Despite the power increase, the F800 GS has gained weight, now sitting at about 499 pounds in curb weight, which impacts its power-to-weight ratio, making it less agile than before. This increase in mass can be attributed to new standard features like full LED lighting, heated grips, and a 6.5-inch TFT display, which, while enhancing rider comfort and convenience, contribute to the bike's heft. The bike's design continues to cater to entry-level riders with its ergonomic setup and lower seat height options, but the added weight and changes in dynamics might make it less approachable for beginners looking for a lightweight, nimble machine. While the BMW F800 GS has become heavier and less fuel efficient, the next bike on the list, despite its legendary status, now faces criticisms over its new electronics and less comfortable ergonomics. Number 6. Yamaha Tnr 700. The Yamaha Tnr 700, a name that brings to mind vast deserts and epic journeys, with the 689cc parallel twin engine that offers 74 horsepower and 68 Nm of torque. This bike is agile and can reach 60 miles per hour in roughly 4.2 seconds, with a top speed of 120 miles per hour. It uses a 6-speed transmission and rear-wheel drive, boasting a fuel economy of about 55 miles per gallon, making it efficient on long journeys. But despite its legendary status, the 2025 version has been slammed for its new electronics package. The 3-mode ABS, while innovative, has issues with reliability, casting doubts on its performance when you need it the most. Plus, some riders report that the bike's ergonomics have changed, making long rides less comfortable than expected. Fun fact: did you know that the Tnr series of motorcycles from Yamaha has its roots in the legendary Paris-Dakar Rally? This iconic rally, which started in 1977, was envisioned by Thierry Sabine after he got lost in the Libyan desert, aiming to create a race that embodied adventure and challenged riders over vast terrains. The first rally took place in 1979, when Yamaha's XT500 motorcycle made a remarkable debut by winning the event, marking the brand's entrance into competitive off-road racing. This victory not only established Yamaha's presence in the rally scene, but also set the stage for the development of the Tnr series, which has since become synonymous with adventure biking and continues to honor this illustrious legacy. Now let's turn our attention to a newcomer that's struggling to find its place in the adventure biking world. Number 5. GasGas ES 700. The GasGas ES 700, a product of collaboration between GasGas and KTM's designers, presents a modern adventure look with a steel trellis frame. Aerodynamics is typical for its class, but there's nothing exceptionally innovative about its design. Performance from its 692cc parallel twin engine, which gives 74 horsepower and 73.5 Nm of torque, suggests potential, but the bike's handling has been criticized, leading to a less than stellar off-road experience. It boasts a 6-speed transmission and a rear-wheel drive, with reasonable fuel economy, but its weight distribution feels off, diminishing its adventure capabilities. Being relatively new to the adventure scenes, the ES700 lacks historical weight or cultural significance. It hasn't made a mark in media or racing, which are key for building brand recognition. Comfort and practicality are standard, but the bike's balance issues make it less than ideal for serious off-road adventures. Reliability is still a question mark, and customization options are somewhat limited, which might deter those looking to personalize their ride. Market-wise, with smaller production numbers, GasGas aims for exclusivity. Priced at about $11,000 at launch, its market value is still finding its footing, with potential fluctuations based on brand recognition efforts. From a fresh face in adventure biking, we now look at an established name that's facing some unexpected challenges. Number 4. BMW F900 GS900 GS Adventure. BMW's signature design graces the F900 GS, offering a more aggressive stance with a mix of steel and aluminum in its chassis for a balance of strength and agility. Aerodynamic tweaks are minor, but effective for touring purposes. This model's 895cc parallel twin engine produces 105 horsepower and 92 Nm of torque, accelerating to 60 miles per hour in about 3.5 seconds, but it's criticized for vibration issues and heavy weight. It uses a 6-speed transmission with all-wheel drive capabilities, but the added weight has compromised its off-road agility and fuel efficiency. As part of BMW's expanding GS lineup, the F900 GS should be pushing boundaries, yet it hasn't significantly contributed to the brand's adventure biking narrative. Reliability remains a strong point for BMW, though the new issues with this model give pause. Customization remains a strength due to BMW's extensive aftermarket support. From a market perspective, with a decent production run, it's not rare, but if BFW resolves these issues, there's potential for it to become more sought after. Originally launched at about $13,000, its value has held steady due to BMW's brand strength. Moving from one established brand to another, we examine a bike that carries a legacy but struggles with modern-day expectations. Number 3. Yamaha Super Tnr ES. The Super Tnr ES from Yamaha echoes its historical adventure biking lineage with a design that's both classic and functional. Its chassis is built for comfort over cutting-edge aerodynamics, with a focus on long-distance touring. The 1199cc parallel twin engine is impressive, yielding 112 horsepower and 117 Nm of torque, with an acceleration to 60 miles per hour in 3.6 seconds. However, its fuel economy is poor, and the electronics, including the cruise control, have been notably unreliable, which is a significant drawback for a bike meant for adventure. It uses a 6-speed transmission with shaft drive, but these electronic issues affect its overall performance. Customization is extensive, but potential buyers might be deterred by the tech problems. Launched at about $16,000, its depreciation could be significant if the issues are not addressed. Despite its issues, the Super Tnr ES shares lineage with one of the most successful Dakar rally bikes of all time, the original Tnr from the 1980s, which won the grueling race multiple times, a stark contrast to the current model's performance. From a bike with a disappointing modern update, we shift to one that's all about style, but stumbles on substance. Number 2. Moto Guzzi V85 TT. The Moto Guzzi V85 TT showcases Italian design with a retro yet modern adventure bike aesthetic, featuring a steel frame. Its unique air-cooled V-twin engine adds to its charm, but also introduces performance challenges. The 853cc V-twin delivers 80 horsepower and 83 Nm of torque, accelerating to 60 miles per hour in about 4 seconds with a top speed of 115 miles per hour. It uses a 6-speed transmission, but struggles with heat management, which can be uncomfortable during long rides, especially in warmer climates. While the V85 TT has the potential for cultural impact with its Italian flair, it hasn't yet left a significant mark. Comfort is decent, but the heat issue affects the ownership experience. Despite its charm, the V85 TT has been criticized for its high seat height, which can be a challenge for smaller riders. While the Moto Guzzi V85 TT charms with its retro design but suffers from heat management issues, the next and last one on the list is criticized for its overwhelming electronics suite. Number 1. KTM 1290 Super Adventure R. KTM's design team has crafted the 1290 Super Adventure R with a race-ready appearance using a steel trellis frame for strength. Its aerodynamics are optimized for speed, though less so for comfort. With a 1301cc V-twin engine, it boasts 160 horsepower and 140 Nm of torque, offering acceleration to 60 miles per hour in under 3 seconds. However, the bike's complex electronics suite can be overwhelming, detracting from the adventure experience with too much tech to manage on the fly. KTM's racing heritage should make this bike a standout, but the focus on technology might overshadow its true adventure capabilities. Comfort is compromised by the bike's weight, though the tech is top-notch. Reliability can be an issue with such complexity, but customization, particularly performance upgrades, is extensive. And that wraps up our list of the 8 worst adventure bikes for 2025. Whether it's a lack of off-road performance, outdated features, or just not living up to the hype, these bikes have fallen short of expectations. We hope this video helps you make smarter choices on your next ride. Also, which of these bikes came as a surprise for you? Let us know in the comments. Oh, and don't forget to check out our previous video on the 13 hottest Japanese motorcycles for 2025 for some top picks. Until next time, ride safe.